next to 6 minute video. This is just 6 minute video where I talk about a random topic, not for the views, not for the likes, but it's just to get myself better at speaking. And the plan is to do it or release a video every day for the rest of the year. If I get popular, fantastic, but it won't happen. Not that I foresee in any way. But that's exactly what I want to talk about for this 6 minute video. It might be a shorter 6 minute video, doesn't really matter. But if I were to try to become popular, meaning if I were to try to get a following through YouTube and pursue a career in YouTube, I have a very long road ahead of me. And the people I'm competing with, the other streamers, other YouTubers, they have much more of a resource pool than I do. And that might just seem that I'm complaining. And I'm not complaining because they've earned that. They have that right to be there in that position. And I'll only go through a couple of those things, but for one, they are older than I am. A lot of the most popular streamers and YouTubers are very old. I don't want to say very old, but they're in their 30s and they're like, that's a whole decade older than me, a whole decade with experience that I don't have. And if I want if I wanted to gain a following with just my voice and just my commentary, just like the things I'm saying, the stuff that comes out of my mouth without any editing, because it takes a certain type of person to get a certain amount of progress without any editing. It's insane. Like you can't you if you're not engaging with your audience and you're not making them engage with your content, they're not going to stay around for long. That's right. You got to have a certain personality that draws in people, draws in a community that just loves it. And the biggest person that I found to do that is is Markiplier, and this person named Ken Michael Forrest. He runs a channel just named Ken. But literally all he does is he sits down, plays Clash Royale, and just talks. He just talks about what is ever on his mind that day, and he goes to town. And it's just no editing, just playing 3 games a day, 10-minute video, and his viewers love it. I love it. I love hearing him talk because he has some very good takes. But he's in his upper 20s. I think he's almost 30, and he has that era, or he has that kind of wise way of thinking now, and it's kind of peculiar too, where it's this very special way of thinking that he's very advanced in retrospect. I think he's probably done drugs because the way he talks means he's thought a lot about himself and just the way the world works and how he thinks and how other people think. So he he's able to perceive that he's not the smartest person alive, but unironically he has one of the some of the best takes ever on his videos. Just talking about random stuff. You just never guess what he's about to talk about next. But Markiplier and Ken, they both have a lot of experience. So I'm wondering, where do I get this experience from besides getting old? Because there are channels where people are doing relatively well. They're holding themselves up with editing, which I don't want to do. I don't have the time for. But they're a little bit younger. They're probably in their 20s, early 20s. They're younger and they're doing quite well. There's this channel that I found. He's like 17 years old and he's got thousands upon thousands of subscribers without any editing. It's great. What he does is just a psychology guy. I forgot his name. I should really give credit, but he just writes on a whiteboard and explains why why your life is as messed up as it is. It's just he's just a psychology guy, therapist, if you will. Not licensed, I don't think, but yeah, people have that experience with under their belt, and I'm wondering where to get that experience because I don't do a whole lot of retrospect. Maybe I should. Maybe I should be thinking about what happens in the world, why the world works that way, and what is my place and everybody else's place in that. So, I don't know. They also have editors, which I'm definitely not complaining about any of that. It's just like if you want to be good at being a what do you call it? Content creator. If you want to be a good content creator, you have to go through the work of being your own editor. You have to go through the work of being your own personality. If you have a bad personality, sucks, right? If you have a bad editor yourself, that sucks too. Like, don't expect any success from it. But that's all I've got. I'm working more on not saying filler words, uh. I said yesterday in the last video that I'd get rid of all the uhs. I forgot about that rule, but oh well, it's just another video. So in future videos, I'll try to get rid of those. There's a I need to make my speech powerful and performative by getting rid of filler words. And I feel like I was trying to do that a little bit more. You could hear a little bit more space in my words and my sentences, which would could be distracting. Could be distracting if I were you, but oh well. We will see you next time.